Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy628 here today giving you round 1 of the tournament bracket versus Oakland Roseraders in Season 3 of the NPL. So I'll show you what's going on here. Team standings. We made it into the playoffs very close, ever so close as we described last week. And here's the playoff bracket. So we're in the playoffs. This is round 1 of the playoffs. I face Oakland Roseraders here. And if I go on, I face Jolt, and we'll see from there. But first I've got to face off my boy Richard, which Richard and I have a good history. I'll explain my team a little bit. It's a variation. I definitely mix it up since last battle I had against Richard, which I did have a decent win against. I do have the same set for Metacham, as I felt it does pretty well, has the right coverage. Thunderous, I put HP Flyknot instead, and Leftovers because I want this thing to be able to take a hit / not kill itself. I think Leftovers should be sufficient because Life Orb won't be necessary to kill everything at +2. Togekiss, I made physically defensive. I need something to absorb a close combat. Basically, I needed something to have Stealth Rock, I needed something to have Defog, and I needed something to be able to take close combat. Originally this was Gligar, but I felt there was way too much defense on it that if something was to set up, I would be in trouble. So instead Togekiss is here, and I think this is pretty good. I'm debating about Heal Bell versus T-Wave here in the case of Burns, but I think I'll be fine. So here I have P2, it's specially defensive, this fits the whole core here. I have Bolt Beam as my coverage, it's definitely best versus Tri-Attack, and then I have Thunder Wave and Recover on it. Thunder Wave, I'm a troll. We have Manaphy because, good thing I checked the set. I think Bulky Manaphy is the best set for this team versus Rain Dance. The physically defensive Calm Mind Rain Dance. The coverage is just very important and you'll be able to take hits. And then finally, I've got Ferrothorn here, which is also a pretty different set. I have Lumberry in order to take a burn, which is why, again, Heal Bell isn't going to be too crazy important. It's able to take hits from a lot of his team as well as just kill off with really good coverage moves and Stealth Rock. So, with that said, I will challenge him with my Untitled 8 team. Give him the PK face, RAP PK 2012 to 2012. JK, I don't know his history. Nonetheless, I'm going to drink my juice until he is ready. / chat with you guys. It's definitely been a very busy week, and so I'm just glad we were able to get this battle. I built this team a little bit ago. No testing, but I do need to have this battle done by this weekend as Jolt requested, so we'll just go from there. Roommate happens to not be in here. I woke up from a nice nap because I was kind of... Let's just get into this battle. Okay, so he definitely revved up his team a bit. So, he's got a couple of situations here. So obviously he's got that Mega Absol. Honestly, I don't have a lot of a problem starting with Ferrothorn, because what I could do is I could just Mega Evolve. I could Mega Evolve. I would kill him off with the Gyro Ball. Oof. I don't know if I would actually, because and plus I don't know. You guys just saw my Ochem. Whoops. I'm gonna get the calc up because you know how speed tiers don't come into effect first turn. So I actually didn't factor this in. So if I end up choking turn before the game even started, well, I guess we'll find out. Jolly. Is this regular Absol? It is. Okay. And Gyro kills that. But what about Mega Absol? I'm confused. How does it do the same damage? I swear Mega Absol is so much faster. Oh well. We're going to start with Ferrothorn. No regrets. If he starts with Donphan, excelente. There we go. There we have it. So, what I can do a couple things here. I could just go for Power Whip first turn, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, because that's going to get a decent amount of damage on anything barring his Talonflame, which makes me somewhat worried about that. No, I'm gonna go for rocks. I find that to be more essential because that way, this way he's forced to rapid spin. He's encouraged to damage himself now, which is excellent for me because Ferrothorn has a ride against his mons that he chose, because if he decides to go into Talonflame, you know, so be it. I don't know what kind of set he is, but obviously he's going to lose half of his health just by entering. So he's going to go for the spin. That is totally fine by me. The crit kills him off. And he just brings this in right away. That's extremely suspicious to me. I see no reason for him not to HP Fire here if he does so have it. So therefore, I'm going to go into my P2. If he's bluffing, you know, good job. But yep, it looks like he has HP Fire. So, going from here, I'm going to Thunder Wave whatever decides to come in. Okay, either way, he chooses to Volt Switch. I wasn't sure if he was going to be Specs or not. That HP Fire did do pretty little, but I am specially defensive as well. But yeah, this T-Wave will be really nice against whatever he brings in. If he decides to bring in Absol, you know, grand, because that way he's going to have to put pressure on his Florges for that to eventually do whatever have you. Oh, I forgot he Rapid Spun. So, that's definitely important to note because now I have the pressure of getting rocks off the field. I believe it is in my best. It is best for me to go into Togekiss now, as here he goes into Absol. Okay, this is fine for a variety of reasons. I'm just going to Defog. Honestly, it looks like Togekiss doesn't do very much this game because, I mean, perhaps I could Paraflinch Florges, but that's a special defensive wall. Obviously, I can't T-Wave Mega Absol as it has Magic Bounce, and then Jolteon can't do much too, and then I could perhaps take out Talonflame, but these two have priority recovery. So really, this Defog is the most important thing for me to do right now. As he decides to go for the Swords Dance, okay. So we'll figure out what's going on here. I'm just gonna go for an Air Slash to get off damage, as he does have the Stone Edge. It's definitely important to note, as we're in a wee bit of trouble actually now. So that's definitely interesting, as I don't know if he's going to have the Sucker Punch. It's definitely not over for me, but I do have to be a little bit careful now. I need to keep this thing. I do need to keep this thing because this is going to be handling his Florges at this point. Otherwise, I mean, I could Tail Glow against Manaphy, but that's about that. Yeah, good on his part to make me feel pressured to go for the Defog. I don't know. Since he set up, was it the correct price to pay? I couldn't tell you. But nonetheless, he decides to switch out. And I'm fine with this because this was like his one opportunity to really get off some solid damage. To really get off some solid damage with a +2 Mega Absol. Okay, so what I can do is I can switch in Ferrothorn and be like, I'm going to do that because a couple of things could absorb the Willow here. Absorb, I say with very lightly. But number one, Ferrothorn does deliberately via Lumberry. Number two, I don't think Manaphy gets a lot of momentum because if I do decide to Tail Glow, then, okay, he goes into Florges. Does this thing get fire type moves? I don't know. I honestly have no idea, and I want to figure this out. Of course, I don't know what kind of set this thing is right now. Does this get Flamethrower? It gets HP Fire, clearly. If it has HP Fire, he does decide to go into this. That sucks. If he goes for Superpower here and I die, I don't think I die. I should have gyroballed. Really sucks. That really sucks for me. I think that was an unfortunate play on my part for sure. He might decide to go into Talonflame here to finally get some more momentum, but no, he just decides to knock off, and that's cool. He's definitely going to die to this, and that's great. So definitely a bit of a situation here. I mean, Mega Absol is pretty frail. If I just went for Gyro Ball, it would have been a lot better of a position for me, obviously. What do I do here? I'm gonna go for knockoff. If he SDs, that kind of sucks. Yeah, we'll try to figure it out from there. Depends on his set here. Definitely depends on his set. If he has recovery, if he's acrobatics, if he's banded. Honestly, I don't know if I'd prefer him to be banded. I mean, his Talonflame's in at this point. Okay, this is great. This is great. Something's gonna lose their item here. If he goes into Sableye, amazing. If he doesn't, I guess we'll find out. But that's really good for me. That is really good for me. Jolteon's his best play, I'd say. Definitely an interesting move on his part. I don't agree with it. All predictions, this stupid spike plant. Okay, so I don't know if I don't agree with that play with going into Florges. Nonetheless, he brings in Talonflame once again, and I'm totally fine with how this played off. He can Brave Bird here. Yep, that's fine. He takes a ton of recoil, and yeah, this is fine. This is fine. What to do from here? My set cannot touch Jolteon. I can go into P2. I have little doubt that I'd be able to live a hit from it, and that'd be obviously great for me. He may eventually try to Wish Pass into his Talonflame, but I guess we'll find out. I'm specially defensive. I am specially defensive. So that does kill. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Whew. I just have to be careful. I need to keep Medicham at really good health. He's definitely got to keep his Talonflame in now. I'm not sure how I feel about that play I just made. Talonflame, Choice Band, Adamant. First off versus Thunderous. Oh, you nasty plot. What the heck? Okay, because it's level 50. It's definitely not going to kill barring a crit. Manaphy. Chill Glow. Whoa, getting the notifications. I'm popular today. Okay, and so Brave Bird does a lot of damage there too. Pretty much the same, funny enough. I just think Thunderous is more expendable in all ways in the end of the day. If I go for Hidden Power Flying, it does 51, so it'll definitely kill. I'm just going to press Hidden Power Flying. Yep, this is great because this is going to kill, and so that way, it was just if you went into Jolteon, I wouldn't be giving it Volt Absorb, and I definitely need to make it wither away at this point. Yeah, so we'll see from here. We'll see what he decides to do. If he Volt Switches, that's actually great. I have no other move but to sack my Thunderous here. Obviously can't go for Thunder Wave. As he decides to Volt Switch, great, and plus that's a crit, so definitely good for me. So here's where we get into a bit of a situation as, oh, this is actually really good. This is great because I can go into Metacham and pretty much freely press Poison Jab. I can see how much damage it does. Okay, it's really a combination of these two that's really going to bring the team home at this point. I don't know. He's not taking leftovers. He's not taking leftovers recovery. He can't be Scarf, can he? Can he? I don't know. I'm a little in disbelief. But it's a combination of these two and the right plays that will get me through this. If I go to Metacham now, here, first, I want to see Jolteon versus Mega Metacham. He's not Specs, so that's a fine set to assume right there. Metacham, he might be Expert Belt though, that could be a little scary. Mega Metacham. Mega Medi. Attacker. Shadow Ball. It does 80%. Barring him being Expert Belt, which if he is Expert Belt, that sucks because as soon as I take damage. Otherwise, I can come in like 3 times and be safe to take a Shadow Ball. So we have a couple of situations here. Number one is, do I go to Manaphy? So if I go to Manaphy, I can Tail Glow, and that would be great. And there's just so many assumptions here. If I go to Manaphy and he's like, oh, what a threat, I need to go right into Jolteon, and I predict that and go to Metacham, cool, because then that would get off some damage on him, at least rock-wise. If I just go to Metacham now, Mega Evolve, well, I already Mega Evolve, but I get Fake Out. No, I'm already Mega. Okay, I'm already Mega. Basically, if he's Scarf, that really sucks. And it's probably over. But, okay, he's not Scarf. That's great to note. That is great to note. He goes into Sableye. One more calc. Once again, the organic chemistry is out here because I pressed the wrong thing. Manaphy. If I'm Tail Glow, 252. Thunderbolt doesn't guaranteed kill from full, but obviously rocks are up because of my own doing, which is a little unfortunate for sure. But Sableye. If it's specially defensive and I have a Mega Medi, Ice Punch is going to do a lot of damage. But if it's physically defensive, it's barely a 2 KO. But if he burns me, you know, that's GG right there. I'm gonna go to Manaphy. If he predicts me here, amazing. Immaculate, really. So he gets Toxic though. He doesn't have Willow. That's huge. I'm pressing Scald here. Yes. Yes. There's no reason to not T-Bolt here. There's no reason to not T-Bolt here. And if he Thunderbolts, it does 67 to a Mega Medi. Gotta be really bold here. I'm gonna go to Mega Medi. We're going on. You just watch here, and we'll go from there. Just watch. There's a method to my madness. Quite nervous here. Because one false move. And we go down. One false move. Okay. One more play determines everything. I think I did it. I think I did it. He's gonna try recover stalling, but he can't. I think I did it. I had to be so careful, and we did it. Because now, wow. Actually did it, folks. Unless he has protect on this thing. If he does, man, does that suck. But I played it out to the best of my ability. Otherwise, I think it's a GG. Oh my gosh, I didn't say that there because I was super nervous, but that was my plan. If you saw my plays there, that I had to predict him to switch out, predicting me to kill him off with a fake out by going into Sableye, because Sableye is a great counter to Mega Medi. By going out into Manaphy, and since he didn't see my Tail Glow yet, I decided to go for Tail Glow there, and then I was able to easily outstall him because he was taking way too much damage. And so here, all I have to do is press fake out. Think so too, unless you can take this fake out. But yes, oh my gosh. That was an insane battle. Like that was insane. And you can see it when oh my gosh, I was definitely not in a good position for a while. I had one shot and went for it, and we made it. Wow, Richard, that was a great battle, especially in comparison to like a decent battle we had earlier on in the season. But wow, that was quite incredible. I don't know if I shared this replay yet, but yeah, I should have just switched out there, but you didn't know about my Tail Glow, and that's why that happened. Oh gosh, wow. Usually battles don't get me too much into a tizzy, but it happened. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. We've got a couple battles to go here. It's a long road. Conference championship versus Jolt, then the championship game. So 2 battles away from potential victory. Let's see how it goes next time. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, sub. Until later. Peace.